Okay, my programming to chums. This is the coding part of the final exam. I'm going to do the audio visual prompt. So your job is to create this Java FX window. Do use Java FX. So if you see sample exam problem, you put a more reasonable name there. I'm not going to grade you on that. So the title should probably say something like flashing rectangles or something, because that's what this does. So if you click this one button here, it should give you a purple rectangle. The position doesn't matter so much, just put them in different places on the screen. If you click 2, then you should have 2 rectangles. If you click 3, you should have 3 total. So if you go back and click any of these, you'll remove some, right? You don't ever go back to 0. If you want to add that ability, I wouldn't count off for it. And the second part of this is when you click play, it will flash colors. So you can pick any 2 colors. I'm not going to be a stickler for that either. If you want to add more colors even, that's fine. Just make sure it's at least 2 flashing like this. And also notice that when I click play, the button's text turns to pause, because when you click pause, it stops the animation at that point. And then when you click play, it resumes the animation. For some reason you want to make it go back to purple when you click pause, that's also fine. You've got a little bit of wiggle room here. So the rubric for this exam is just getting something on the screen, like make the Java FX window pop up and show on the screen with some kind of title and at least one object on it. Any of these objects would be okay. That's 20 points alone out of the 60 there. I just want to make sure you can make the very basics of a Java FX program just run. Then I think if you look, and this is all in at this point, your Dropbox should be available to you. So if you look at your Dropbox, let me see if I can find mine. I'll pause there. Okay, this will be Dropbox in your general CITC 1311, so not the lab section. It'll be the only assignment Dropbox in the whole course. Everything else is in lab section, right? So don't go looking in the lab section where you normally turn in code. You'll see this list is ungraded because I'm going to assign the points to the question on the exam directly, but I'll use this rubric to do it. So launch a window and display at least one node object in it. That's worth 20 points. Clicking buttons displays the correct number of rectangles. That's 20 points. Clicking play button correctly starts and stops animation. That's 10 points. And then good comments, indentation, variable names, etc. Make sure you indent things properly. Make sure you've got variable names that make sense. Put some comments about what you're doing in there. That's worth the whole 10 points of your exam. So you can see I gave the bulk of kind of getting the basic stuff on there, and then like animation is probably a little bit of something you're not quite as strong in, so I've made it count less points. And then this should be free 10 points for you guys. Don't mess this up. So that's the rubric. And again, just to review with what we started with, I'll relaunch this. So just making that happen with something on the screen, at least one button or a rectangle or something, that's 20 points right there. Making this work properly, these 3 buttons, that's worth a total of 20. So 20 and 20. Then making this work properly, this is worth 10 points. And then the whole documentation, style, variable names, all that stuff that's listed in the rubric, that's just 10 points on top. So you have an hour and a half to do this, and that's pretty much it. If you have any specific questions, ask me. I might have to like announce them to the class so the rest of the class gets the answer. But that's it. Good luck.